Hello and welcome to our second JavaScript tutorial. Today we will learn about introduction to JavaScript tools, where we can run and where we place our JavaScript code. So HTML. So we're going to introduction to JavaScript. So now HTML. So HTML is a markup language and it's used for create web page content. Now what is CSS? CSS is the just style sheet language and we make our content more beautiful. And JavaScript is a programming language which is the behavior. Let's say if you want to put slide in your web page by JavaScript, you can do that. That means you can define when the slide will start, when the slide will move to left or right. You can do by JavaScript. Now remember, JavaScript is a client-side language. So what is client-side language? Run on user computer. That means HTML, CSS, JavaScript will send by server to your computer if you request the web page, and it will run by your browser. That's the very simple. Then JavaScript tools. What tools we gonna use to write the JavaScript? Is very simple. Tools is text editor. You already have the default text editor by your operating system. If you use Windows, that have Notepad, but I gonna use Notepad++. If you do not have Notepad++, you can download it free, because it's just go on the Google and search by Notepad++. You will get the download link. Now where JavaScript run? Actually where we can run our JavaScript, right? Same as HTML, CSS, and so by web browser, Firefox, Chrome, and Safari. So now let's move to the example. But before we get started this, I just want to give a basic idea that where we place our code, right? JavaScript code, where we can write in head tag, in body tag, and external source. We will see both all the three by an example. Let's get started with the example. So I use Notepad++. See guys, here Notepad++. I already write here very basic a web page. Suppose just content the head tag and body tag. That's it. So first I'm going to write inside the head tag. Let's get right. So remember, when you're going to start the JavaScript writing, must start with the script. That means you have to tell the page that this is the scripting language and you're going right. And what is the type? You have to write also type equal to I'm gonna write is the text slash JavaScript, because we're going to use JavaScript, right? So text or slash JavaScript, and you don't forget to put the closing tag script. So now all our JavaScript code, function, array, whatever have inside the JavaScript, we have to write inside this script tag. So let's write one thing, that document dot write. We're just going to write the hello world, and the closing tag. So we need to save this document. Let's save. I'm going to save in my desktop. See, I'm going to name it okay, get.html, and I'm going to save on the JavaScript folder. So I just save get.html, because this is the HTML page, so we save that HTML. So already saved. So we have to run our code, that how it will be, is really work or not. Let's see how it's work. Sorry. So double click on this, because we just now saved the JavaScript folder inside the get. So when you click, the page will be loaded, and see it's showing hello world. So this is the JavaScript one way you can write inside that. So let's move to another way, right? So I just want to copy this code. Okay, I'm so lazy. Copy and want to paste it as the body. So I just paste and going to save. and let's run again. Just refresh this one. Oh, see, this is the hello world. So if we write here or whatever, so it's going to show up, right? So head tag, and remember inside the body tag. Now let's move to the external source. For the external source, we have to open, just delete this one, we don't need it anymore, and we get new. So when we write as an external source, we don't write the script. Just remember, we don't write script source, just write simple that document dot write and hello world. Now, so we're going to save this one at the same folder. Remember, at the same folder, name it suppose JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript, and remember the extension will be JS, JavaScript, J and S. So JS, we're going to save at the same folder. Remember, so we're going to save is the same folder. So we already save our code. So now we need to link up this javascript.js file in HTML, so that HTML know that they have one JavaScript source file, external source file that have to run. So how we gonna do that? Well, that's one very simple. Remember guys, the best way to link up is the before the closing of body tag. That means here before the closing of body tag we actually use, this is the best way and efficient way. So script and src, that means source file equal to, you know that the is name is the javascript.js. so this is, and we have to put the closing tag. We have to tell that yeah, they have the javascript, you have to run this. So let's save. So before that I want to copy this one. I want to show you something guys, that if we have this blank document, what going to show up? Because this show nothing, right? Still we have the JavaScript, but we did not link up. So let's link up this JavaScript. Then what going to show up guys? See that hello world. So this is in our tutorial. And before I finish, I want to confirm that this scripting code also you can write on inside the head tag, but I suggest that you guys should run write this here link up with the under the closing of body tag. It will be the great idea. It will be the good for the some efficient. Why this one is the good, you can search on the Google. So thank you guys watching this. Hope you stay with me with next tutorial. Thank you guys.